Good morning. I'm actually at my long-term rental because my tenant officially moved out. So I'm here just to kind of see how she's left it, to see if we're going to give her her full security deposit back and make a to-do list of everything that we need to do to get all of our ducks in a row and get it ready for whatever comes next. Whether that's turning it back into an Airbnb or getting more long-term tenants. Honestly, we've still not had any luck in that department, but let me show you around. She's small but mighty in here. Our last tenant rented it fully furnished, but she ended up having us move out furniture more and more as time went on, and she got her own, so there's only a few pieces left in here. As you can see, the walls definitely need some attention. You can see over here too. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but everything really just needs a good general cleaning. Example, do you see how it's just kind of icky in here, to be honest. I walked in, I was a little concerned because I don't know if you can really tell, but right here is looking quite rough. These floors were less than 6 months old when she moved in. So I'm really hoping that will just come up when I mop it, but it's pretty scratched. To be honest, this is my first experience with a long-term tenant, so I don't really know what's normal and what's not normal for move in and move out, wear and tear. Baseboards are also looking quite beat up. Which, if you're unfamiliar, we fully renovated this place. Everything in here is new. So the baseboards are brand new 6 months before she moved in. So I know some wear and tear is normal, but I just don't know what is and what isn't normal. You know, with an Airbnb, it's just different. I have a contractor coming out tomorrow to give me a quote because there's this small, I don't even really know if you can see it, crack in the ceiling right there. It's actually because we put in insulation in the attic. This house had absolutely no insulation when we bought it, and there's not enough airflow up there. That is what caused it. So the contractor that's coming out is going to give me an estimate to put more ventilation in, which won't fix the crack. I will have to do that, but it will stop it from coming back. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna walk off.
I didn't even notice over here earlier, but this was all brand new drywall. I'm not gonna bother cleaning anything yet because we have to sand the ceiling patch and the walls. So that's just gonna create a lot of dust, and this is only gonna take a couple minutes. I did message the person, the most promising.
I'm a hibachi chef. Ding, 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 ding.
I messaged our most promising lead. I feel desperate being just following up, but at this point it's I am a little desperate. I'm also coming more and more to terms with the fact that maybe it wouldn't be so bad if it was an Airbnb again, to be honest. We'd make a little bit of money from it and it would be easier to maintain it. Good morning, it's the next day and I'm at my Airbnb. I have my gloves on because I've already actually been cleaning. These guests that checked out this morning stayed for 8 nights, so it was quite a long booking and they left it in excellent condition considering they were here for so long. I do have new guys checking in today. I have a very booked month and next month, which I'm so excited about for the off season. But let's get into the clean and I'll catch you up to date on some stuff going on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm actually really not feeling good today, but the show must go on. I'm not sick. It's actually from my fertility medication, I think. Just gonna take a breather. Okay, I'm feeling a bit better now after I took a breather. It's the days that you're the busiest that you don't feel good. But I'm going back to the long-term rental after this to work on cleaning it and sanding the walls, maybe painting the walls from where all those patches are. Not these guests, but the last guest left a bunch of stuff, including these little doggy bags. So I've just left them here for other guests to use. Our long-term tenant actually moved out before her lease was officially up. Today's the 20th of October. She moved out yesterday or the day before. And her lease isn't actually up until the last day of October. So have a little bit of extra time to clean it and get it reset. So I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself to get everything done today because I don't really need to. But I'm also just the type of person where it's if I know something needs to get done, I feel like I can't stop thinking about it until I just do it. I'm not gonna leave it to the last second. I just wanna get it done and off my mind. So I'm gonna try and get some stuff done today. If I'm not feeling better, I honestly won't. Okay, I finished the clean. I stopped filming because I was like, I just need to power through. Anyway, I'm headed to my long-term rental next, like I was telling you guys. And I'm gonna stop on the way to get myself a crispy Coke Zero as a little pick-me-up. It's 1:15 now, and a contractor was supposed to be there between 12:30 and 1:30 to take a look at the attic, like I was telling you guys. He hasn't shown up yet, so I'm hoping by the time I get there, he's gone. Or at least will, like, show up quickly. I'm just really not in the mood to interact with anybody, and also I feel awkward. I don't know why, but like working in there when he's like there, it's a really small house. All right, I'm at the long-term rental now. It's like 1:45-ish. I tried to stall just to avoid interacting with the contractor guy. I will say one of my biggest pet peeves, I can't stand when people are late. It's like, you're affecting my schedule too. It's just a huge pet peeve of mine. I can't stand it. Let's get to it. The first thing I did is I'm running a clean cycle on the washing machine and in the dishwasher using these things, just because I know that's gonna take a long time. Let me air that out. That is so dirty, actually. Ew. How do you even get that? Oh, God. The next thing I'm gonna work on is sanding the walls where she has the drywall patches, because that's gonna create a lot of dust. So I wanna do that before I clean anything at all. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. He's still not here. I just finished sanding all of the walls, but I need to do the ceiling that Alex and I came here to patch last night. This is the part I'm referring to. I do have this t-shirt in my bag. I can put this over my head. I'm sanding, but I don't have my safety glasses. I'm just gonna try it and see. I really hope that this guy doesn't show up now. I'm not filming this.
This is what dreams are made of.
Okay, he didn't show up for that. I'm just gonna quickly vacuum just some of this dust so I don't track it all around, but I'm not cleaning the floors yet, so this is just like a quick little something. It's 3 o'clock now, and the contractor still hasn't shown up. So I've just been cleaning away. Let me just take those down to wash. I definitely severely underestimated how long this cleaning was gonna take. Like, I thought I was gonna be able to clean everything today and maybe just come back to paint another day, and that's literally not at all gonna happen. I've been cleaning the washer and now I have to do the dryer. I can't remember if I showed you, but like, good morning, I'm back at the rental. It's the next day. Contractor never showed up, which is really annoying. The reason I know for sure is because we have an electronic door lock on the front door and we gave him a 24-hour code. And we can tell if he used the code or not, and he never did, so he never came at all. I do have a feeling he might show up today, but unless I somehow like make eye contact with him, because there are no curtains up in here right now, I'm not letting him in. Like, he can try unlocking the door all he wants, but don't waste my time. That's literally my biggest pet peeve. Anyway, today I'm gonna work on more cleaning and doing some painting in here. Alex and I have also been discussing, like, we're kind of coming down to the wire now of whether or not to turn it back into an Airbnb. I did lower the price a little bit more to rent it long-term because that is still 1000% our preference, but I also don't want to lower it too much because I don't want to attract like the wrong type of tenant. I don't really know how to word that. So anyway, let's get into cleaning and such. My goal is to start with the kitchen because that's what I want to do the least. Cleaning inside the cabinets and the fridge. I really don't want to clean the fridge. I did do the washer and dryer yesterday in the inside of the dishwasher, but I have the vent hood, which as you can see, there's grease on it. Oven, that good stuff. Okay, so I was just cleaning the dishwasher and I was filming it for TikTok. So that's why my tripod's there. And I was like, oh, it just needs to be wiped down. You see these like water marks on it, those like drippy bits. I just thought it needed to be wiped down. It's actually the finish coming off the dishwasher. So actually me wiping it off is making it worse. And this was a brand new dishwasher. I don't know how to fix that, to be honest. I'm feeling pretty upset. And this is definitely a vote for this place going back on Airbnb and not a long-term rental, but also in the bathroom here, like, why is this so tarnished? Like, she lived here for 1 year and everything in here is brand new. So I don't understand like some of this stuff. And like, do you see all the like toothpaste everywhere? This outlet, like what is going on? She supposedly deep cleaned it. I guess I'm just complaining because I'm annoyed. While I'm cleaning, I figured I could give you some Airbnb updates. It's just really a crazy week right now for us because this is the week that we scheduled the primary bathroom remodel. It's starting on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. But when we scheduled all of that, we didn't know that our tenant would be moving out, and I've already blocked the calendar. We do have guests there right now who have been there for 2 weeks. They check out tomorrow. The guests that are there have been a little needy, which is fine. I say that like in not a negative way, just that they've been messaging us quite a bit. Every other day they've been messaging us, just like trying to ask questions, which I'd rather somebody ask a question if they're not sure about something rather than feel like they can't reach out. And then we do have new guests checking in there tomorrow. So I have a same day check-in and check out. And those guests asked to check in at noon, which I can tell you right now, it's not gonna happen. I already let them know, like definitely not noon, but I'll see what I can do. Just because the guests don't check out until 10 a.m. So there's absolutely no way I could get it all cleaned and do everything I need to do after a 2-week stay in 2 hours. Hello, it's the next morning now. Yesterday, I just literally spent all day cleaning the long-term rental and painting it. I filmed most of it for my short form content, so I didn't get a lot of footage for this video. And now I'm cleaning the bigger Airbnb after guests stayed for 13 nights. It was a $1,900 booking, so that's awesome. These guests did have a dog, it looks like. And what I like to do when there's lots of dog hair in a bed is hit it with the giant lint roller before washing it, and I'll wash it on like the most intense cycle on the washing machine. Do you see all the little doggy hairs? Those are everywhere. Which that's just part of being pet friendly. Whenever I have a clean with a lot of dog hair like this too, I don't really use my reusable like cleaning cloths. I'll just use paper towels to wipe everything down. That way I'm not just like swishing the dog hair around. I can throw the paper towel out that's collected dog hair on it. I'm just taking a break from cleaning for a second to update you guys because I just got a quote back from the contractor that never showed up, and I'm confused how he was able to give me a quote when he never actually went inside the house. The work that I'm getting a quote for is to install they're called ridge vents in the roof. So who knows, maybe he doesn't need to go inside for that, but they asked me for the code to go inside, and it's like, wouldn't you have to like look at the attic? I would imagine. Maybe not. I don't know. It's 1:30 and I'm leaving the clean now. This is like as fast as I could possibly clean. What's funny though is the contractor that gave me the quote is right over there, and I'm in a completely different neighborhood, but a small world. Hey guys, it's actually been like a week, I think, maybe even more since I recorded last. A lot has happened in this week. But I have Airbnb guests checking in here tomorrow. So we have moved all of the furniture in. Today I just have to do some final touches of unpacking stuff and making the beds and a final clean. So let's get into it and I'll update you on what's been going on the past week. Over the year that this has been a long-term rental, I did steal some of the stuff that we had in storage. Either I put them at my other Airbnbs or I used them at my own house. So I did have to buy all new pillows. So let's unpackage those. Anyway, I don't quite remember where we last left off, but in this past week, we completed the bathroom remodel at my Airbnb. If you've watched my short form stuff or you see my Instagram stories, you'll already know this, but part of that remodel was redoing the countertops using an epoxy kit, and the tile guys accidentally put something on the counter, which ruined the epoxy. And there's really nothing we can do about it because it takes a week to cure. And I already had guests checking in, so I'm just gonna leave it how it is. It's not horrible, but it does need to be redone. When Alex and I were here the other day moving the furniture in, we hung the TV up, but we had to use a different mount. And this Roku stick sticks out too far behind the TV to have it sit flush against the wall. So I got these adapters on Amazon and I want to see if this fixes the problem. My mom just called me and we talked on the phone for quite a while. So let's pick up where we left off here. I don't remember what I was saying, but I'm hoping that these adapters will help sit the TV flush. This is what they look like. I don't really know. It's like just barely in there. Ugh. You know what? I just remembered I have to log into all this stuff too now. Please be logged in. We provide Hulu, Disney Plus, and Netflix for our Airbnb guests. Hey! Right, let's check Hulu. I do need to like wipe all of this down still, so disregard that. Right. Ugh. Let me figure this out. Because this house doesn't have the best storage, I don't have a lot of room to keep extra Airbnb supplies, like extra cleaning supplies, stuff to restock the coffee station. So I use these two bottom drawers in the kitchen cabinets. I installed these child safety locks on them. I just got them from Amazon, where you can either have them on or off. So right now it's off, meaning I can open and close the drawer freely. But when I have guests here, I turn them on by flipping this little switch, and it automatically locks unless you have a magnet, which comes with it. You hold it there and it opens it. I'm not really worried about my guests stealing stuff. I'm worried about, I don't want kids getting into the Drano. You know what I mean? I store extra linens in this side and cleaning coffee stuff in this side. So I need to put some of this away. I do also leave stuff out for guests to use too. So I have Lysol for them that I'll put under the sink, and this I'll leave with the laundry supplies. I also leave plastic wrap, parchment paper, aluminum foil as well, and like salt and pepper, oil. Alex and I actually lived in this house before we turned it into an Airbnb. We lived here for like 6 months. It was an Airbnb for 6 months, and then we had a long-term tenant for a year. So we've owned it now for 2 years. But the reason I say that is because when we moved out of here, we moved into a furnished finder apartment initially. So it was all furnished with pots and pans and everything. So we left our own pots and pans here. And then by the time we moved into our own apartment, out of the furnished finder apartment, we had our long-term tenant lined up who didn't need the pots and pans. So we took them from here to use at our apartment and then at our own house. So we're moving the pans back in, which we've been using for the year, which means we now had no pans. So we just ordered some nice pans for ourselves. We splurged and we got Caraway because we're on a bit of a non-toxic kick right now. Because as you know, I haven't been getting pregnant. So we were like, if we're gonna spend the money on having to get ourselves new pots and pans, let's get good ones, non-toxic ones. If I knew that this was gonna stay an Airbnb for a long time, I would probably do something about these cords, but it's not that deep to me right now. I'm putting out my welcome book and the kids guide. I don't even know if I've really explained anything. We turned Airbnb back on just for the month of November, just so we don't like totally lose money on it while we're still trying to find a tenant. We do have our first booking. Somebody's checking in tomorrow. I'm gonna wrap this up here and finish cleaning and stuff off camera because I feel like this video is already very long, but I hope you enjoyed it. A glimpse into a week in my life / 2 weeks. It's been a busy couple of weeks, but I'm glad that things are settling down now and I can just get into a new rhythm with everything. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.